I catch up as I would die into normal. I can't know who Bluetooth to measure.
Another place, not sure what another place, the more you get starting, people become because we're traveling in about time, look about buying for them. Now, if you take about 2 hours, you still fall down. Some mom is 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to play the whole day.
Let's have a class or 2 hours for real. It's like I don't know about exactly, what's happening?
Everything is fine. I think your phone connected to the Bluetooth.
Sorry for this.
No, I could say phone not connected to Bluetooth, so just put it in that name so nobody calls on this one. Okay. Yeah.
So let's start, okay? Let's see.
Hello. 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 We're really sorry for the delay. Once again, my name is Felix. I'll be your MC for the night. We are here. I welcome you once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to support Accuracy of the Private Podcast Student of Life. I'm going to be introducing her soon. She'll be giving an introduction about herself, and she's going to talk about the book club. So why don't we welcome her with a round of applause?
Hello guys. Good? Okay, let me.
Don't control you anymore.
So, as you all know, we are here today for the Summer Week talk. Now, this talk, I don't want it to just be I'm just going to you guys, I'm just telling you something, you have to sit there and listen. I want it to be very interactive. Everybody can hear me, right? Yes? Thank you. So I want it to be very interactive. That's why I've kind of like made a presentation. Now, the presentation is not like a presentation, but there's something for you guys to, I'm going to ask some questions, and if you're confident enough to answer them, that's okay. If you're not, it's just okay. So let's get started. So, as you know, I have a way to do today. Now, one time I realized on my podcast, all the questions that I got all the time was, what is self-awakening? Oh, I've heard of it. They've seen Instagram posts of it. They've seen it on TikTok. They've heard it many times. It's become like more like a trend than anything else. So I really wanted to really literally go through it all down to the point where just give you guys place to breathe. So what I want to do is tell you guys my story, but connect it back to the self-awakening. Because I know a lot of people here today also want to hear how did I become self-awakened, how did I become more self-aware. And self-awakening, the basic of it is self-awareness. A lot of people think, it's very complicated, or some people think you can become self-awakened just like that. And it doesn't really work like that. It's like you're lifelong journey. I'm on this journey for like 10 years. I'm 24, and I started when I was about 15, 16. So it's a long life thing, and I'm still going. I'm not going to get done. Yeah. So self-awakening means self-aware, being self-aware, understanding who you are, where is you're going, why you want to go to the place you want to go, and if you're already there or you're not there, get there. Okay. So the questions that I always ask myself, and what I want to first tell you guys a little about my story, how I became more self-awakened, was more like pushed down on me, to be honest with you. It wasn't something I really went out like, I want to be self-awakened, I want to be self-aware. So in the UK, we have something called the GCSEs, and I think in Ghana it's called like a YC, like probably you go after secondary school and then they take you to university or something like that, yeah. So we call it GCSE. basically have to help you fill out what subject you do. Now, that's basically what you choose to do first in your life. So if you become a doctor, what you choose is what's going to help you to go to uni and then do the full time you to become a doctor. If you want to become a photography, you want to do something like that, what you choose is what will take you there. I always wanted to do something creative. And my dad is he's a typical African parent, and he does not believe in that. I want to be an artist. If you tell me to do art, it means you want to draw. So to him, I was like, no. And the family that I come from, my granddad was a lecturer, so it's school. Everything is about school. That's what they know. My cousins are lawyers, doctors, accountants. That's where I come from. But when I said that I want to be a creative person, I want to do something that I'm making myself, this career that I want to create in life, he said, that's not gonna happen. It became a whole fight to the point where I basically wasn't school. But I decided to still keep going with it. And there's always this voice inside of you that when you want to do something and it's really is what you're supposed to do, there's this voice inside of you that will tell you yes, the way to go. Now a lot of people don't really recognize that voice. When they hear it, they're like, no. Well, I was just where everyone is saying, you know, oh, my friends know best. Well, I'm not saying your friends don't know best, but sometimes they really don't know what's best for you. That's the reality situation. Sometimes you do know what's best for you. Because one thing my teacher told me in school was, when I went back to school, I told my dad doesn't want me to do sports. He's, really angry. He kind of basically wanted to disown me. That's the reality. He wanted to disown me because I didn't want to go there where the family was used to. So when I went to school and I showed him my pictures of sheet of paper, but I studied out science, maths, English, religious studies, she's going to be a doctor. But she just sat there and said, well, what do you want to do? Because when you are become a doctor, you have to talk to people and you're not enjoying it, it's not your parents who are going to go to work every single day. Your students are going to be doing it. So if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to be there to like wait for that with you. You're just going to see that, oh, you're going to work, this is what you do, this is what you're going to work. That's it. So I think there is you that is going to keep going to work every single day being unhappy. So the question that she asked me is that, who are you? And why did you want to do what you're doing? That's a question that if I ask somebody here, who are you, what are they going to say? You guys look a little confused. So if I asked somebody from me, they said, who are you? Junior, who are you? And I said, who are you? What would you say? Anybody else can answer? It's only Junior, by the way. People just say their name, they'll be like, oh, I'm such a frat, I come from Ghana, I'm this age, I do this, and that's it. But that's not really who you are, though. That's what you do. Your name is what your parents have given you. Your age is your age. There's millions of other people who are 24, millions of other people who are 60, millions of other people who are 10. You know the new person, so much different. So when you ask yourself, who are you? What you're supposed to really go into is deeper. And that's the part that we don't tend to do. So when I ask you, who are you? I don't want to hear, oh, I am Christiana, I am this age, and I'm doing this right now. When I say, who are you? I want to hear, who are you inside? If you had something happen to you, and you lost all your memory, and you didn't know your age, you didn't know your name, you didn't know your family, and you had to start this whole life again, who would you want to be? Or if everybody in the world said, okay, and your parents, other people that you care about, that tell you what they want you to do every single day, your friends that you follow, social media, everything was all gone. And they said, okay, today in this world, everybody can become what they want to be today. Who would you really want to be? That's the person you are. A lot of people, what they do now, they will change like that. If they had a chance, they will change like that. A lot of people, even a friendship group they're in now, who would have to change just to like, the way nobody say anything to them, they will be like that. And whatever is in your head, you're thinking, because you know, I don't have to tell you, you don't have to sit down and tell me. But inside of you right now, you're saying that you know who you really are inside. You might not say it, you might not have told anybody. Your friends might not even know who you really are, but you know inside, this is who I am. And that is really, really important. And that whatever right now you're thinking in your head, whatever voice you hear right now in your head, like that's telling you this or this and that, that's the voice that you need to listen to. Okay? So for me, how I came about to know who I am is by what my parents were saying to me, because I wanted to disown me with my posts and everything. there was this voice inside of me that kept telling me, no, this is what you're supposed to do. No one understands you right now. So my whole family, my auntie was coming from Ghana. And she wants to destroy the family. You want us to be telling me you didn't ask. You want to join fraud. But there was this voice inside of me that always kept telling me, no, this is what you're supposed to do. I understand that I was 15. I didn't understand it. But there's something about hearing a voice here that all the time we all hear voices. But you just don't trust it. You don't trust it. You think, oh, yeah, I heard the voice telling me this one. I don't know. I don't know what should do. You turn to your friends and be like, what should I do? Then tell you what to do, you follow it. You hear something telling you, no, I don't go there today. You know, yes, it'll be fine, but And your friends will be like, no, let's go. And you ignore that voice. That voice you keep ignoring, that's the one you need to follow. Okay? Now, the next part of being self, after you figure out who you are, is what are you or what do you do? So if I ask everyone right now, what are you? Anybody want to answer? Why is everybody looking at me? Everyone's telling their face. What would you say? If I ask you, what are you? You'd be like, oh, 21 students, I'm a student. Oh, I'm a professional artist. But what are you is not what you're doing now, or what school you're going to, or what your occupation is. It's like, what are you? It's really deep what I'm asking you here. I don't think anyone has really understands it. So I don't want everybody else to just tell me like, okay, Oxford, what are you? Oh, that's pick, I'll pick you. Everyone's putting their head down now. So that's what they're telling me what you are. If I she looks at me like, yeah. If I ask you, what are you? What would you say?
Your friend.
Your friend. Okay. If I ask you, what are you? I'm talking about spiritually. Like, I'm going to put people that are you want to talk to like, oh, I'm human, I'm still. When it comes to being self-aware and self-awakened, when it's going to ask you, what are you? You're asking them like, what are you for mental? What are you? You are not this body. This is flesh. You're your spirit. So the deeper part of actually being self-awakened is to realize that there's a really big spiritual part of it. It's not just about who you are and the aesthetic things, but it's to understand like you as a person, you're not just a human. You're not just a me with a body. There's the other side of me that most of the time, I don't think our generation, people don't really care about stuff like that. Or even they do care, they just don't really know to say it or go deeper into it. So even you as you're saying that right now, you are not as I see you. This is your physical side, this is your physical body. And being self-aware is for you to understand that first. That even me as you see me standing here, I'm wearing white, you see me as I have braids on, that's not who I am. This is just the flesh. But inside is the spirit that lives inside of me. And once you understand what spirit is that you have, because even you like it or not, everybody has one. And it's not all the same. Some are bad, okay, some are it's little good. And some are really good. And that spirit that you have inside is going to speak to you. That I'm talking about, going back to who you are, that's when I talk to you. Speak to everybody on intuition, instincts. So for you to understand what you are, you understand, okay, I'm a spirit first. I'm a spiritual being having a physical experience in a physical world. But what I mean is a physical realm. So when it asks you that, what are you? Yeah, I'm a spiritual being having a physical experience. Now, who are you? I'm the same answer. I am a spiritual being having a physical experience. But whatever it is that I have, what voices inside of you, which is your spirit side, that's who you are. So now it's time for us to go deeper. And I'm not talking about physical OED, I'm talking about spiritual stuff too. And those of you that listen to my podcast know, you guys know I'm going to do this as well as spiritual side as well. So we go to where are you right now? Let's ask you, where are you right now? You're like, oh, I'm never right now. I'm a tree line. Somebody called you like, oh, yes, man. I'm a tree line. But that's what I'm now. Where are you right now, life-wise? I'm not asking you already. People ask you, where are you right now? Where are you right now in your life? You don't want to ask? No? You look like that. If I'm sure, where are you right now? You should, what? So no one cares. If I'm sure, where are you right now in your life? So if I say, oh, I am maybe just finishing school and I want to do this next, or oh, right now I'm working, that's why I'm running my life. That's fine. Now, where you are right now, why are you there? You finished school, right? You're just working. But why are you working? Are you working because you want to work? Are you working because your parents want to work? Or are you working? I think that's what everyone does. You work because of money. Okay. So what if you woke up in the morning and there was no money to work? What would you do? What if the money didn't exist? What would you do? Would you still go to work? What are you doing right now? Think about doctors, lawyers, students, whatever you're doing. Income businesses. If tomorrow you woke up and said money doesn't exist, would you still do what you do? You wouldn't. Why?
What's the reason?
Like,
It's
exactly. And that's what a lot of people go wrong. If what you're doing is solely because of money, you are all wrong. That's the reality. Yeah, what it is run by money, like we all know that. But to be truly awakened inside of yourself, someone who's awakened and self-aware, if you ask them where you ask them who you are, what are you doing right now, where you are right now, and you ask that question, I'm asking you, don't ever tell me it's money. Because they'll come to a point where they understand that money, I can't live it because of money. And what I'm saying, something they might go, don't let go of your head. Don't be confused, okay? Don't be confused. Because I understand, oh, it's kind of kids spend on your bed, yeah. So I'm asking you, if tomorrow you woke up and there was no money, but they said, and still going to do what you're doing, you still won't go. You say you won't go. And most of the time it's because you're doing things that you don't even like. You're doing things you don't like. You're doing things that doesn't make you happy. You're doing things because society said that's what you're supposed to do at that time. You're doing things because the government said that's what you're supposed to do at that time. You're doing things because your friends are doing it. Your family said, yeah, this is what we're doing right now, so go ahead and do it too. You're not doing it because you want to do it. And that's what most times in our Christian generation, you have a missing link. We don't do things because we want to do it. We're doing things because society wants to do it. Our friends are doing it, or our families are doing it. So we're just going to do it. So questions that you need to ask yourself is, where are you right now? And why are you there? Now you can literally remember, why are you here? You can just have to be anywhere right now. Could be at home chilling, eating food, drinking, whatever you're doing. Could be at your friend's house, could be in the could be had work today, but you cancel it. To be here. Which means there's a reason why you're here. And it's not just because you want to see me, but it's something that you want from today. So when you ask yourself those kind of questions, every single day you wake up, who am I today? What am I? Who you are? What are you? What am I doing today? Once the answer for that doesn't, and be honest with yourself, do not lie and I am good. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good, we're good, we're gonna make money. Another hustle today, yeah, let's go. That hustle culture stuff is not even healthy, mentally or emotionally healthy. So once you're making the money answer all these questions, and the answers to you, honestly, inside, something is telling you nothing click, then there needs to be a change. And for people to know when you ask them all these questions, it's like they're really genuinely happy with where they are, like they're good. All the answers to these questions are good. They know you're on the right path. And the answers of these questions is the base of being self-aware. Because once I know what I want to do, I'm being told to know what I want to do, now I'm not to go about changing it. Once I know that whoever I am right now, I don't like it. Where I am right now, I don't like it. What I am, whoever I'm here, it's not really me. Now I'm aware of that. So I'm asking some of those questions. And when you're aware, you're self-aware. You're literally starting like, yeah, I know this, I know that, I know that. And then now you can start putting things in place to get to where it is that you really want to be, or you're genuinely happy. That's affirmation for self-awakening, that's it. Being awakened, that's all. Ask yourself true questions that really benefit your life. Like these questions, who, what did teach you this? This is what they teach in English. Who, was, when, how, why, all the things there. When you take it into this kind of what happens and teach you life right now, and you're using your life daily, you realize a lot of things you're doing, you don't play around, you don't play around. You play to live, you don't know. It's because you've never really been told to be questions. Especially in Africa, okay? And Africa I've realized that kids can't even ask questions. Now when young guys are asking questions in Ghana is a problem. They look at you like, why are you asking questions? Just do it. Or they look at you like, who's starting to like, oh pray, like, leave it for them. For the people. And that's wrong. So a lot of society, a lot of people like within I speak to every day, through my podcast and everything, when you ask them those simple questions, they confused on how to answer. Or they're really scared to ask your questions. They feel like they don't want to question you because they feel like you know more than them. No. You're supposed to question everything you hear. You're supposed to question everything you see every day. Even your parents or your grandparents or your pastor or your doctor, whatever. If someone doesn't sit right with you, what's happening is like, it's a bit confusing right now. You have everyone to ask them questions. And if you don't ask, you never know. And that's something really important I want to say today. I can't even stress it enough. It's so important for you to always ask why. And ask some of these questions. Ask like everything you do, put out everything. Ask questions. Especially in Ghana, that they don't really preach that in schools and stuff. But it's really, really important. So now I'm going to the how. To ask who you are right now, what are you, what ways that you do, where you are right now. So wherever it is where you are, maybe you just supposed to be doing your national service, either you finish everything you want to start a business. Whatever it is you're doing, how did you get there? Like, how did you get to where you are right now? Maybe you got everything, like you're just chilling in life. You have everything, you start everything, you're good, every day is becoming just chill, you're fine. How did you get there? Some people too, they know, they're really struggling a bit, like, they're really trying to hustle every day. How did you get there? You guys, if you don't want to know where you are in your life. If I ask you how did you get there, you're just answer me. You're just gonna get there. Like, yeah, sorry, this is the thing. Let's just keep it going. They don't even know why you're there. I hope, like, the thing I'm saying, making you question some things like, it's making you like think like, oh, I didn't think of stuff like that. So they don't want to tell me where they are and why, but like how they get to where they are right now. There's some step they have to take. And this one in here who was working at things that they didn't really like. And they told me about it. And I advised them they don't like something what you do. Others don't like a lot of things that they're very scared to get a lot of things to change. They feel like change means like, the whole is going to break through, the whole is going to change. They don't understand what is responsibility. And I advised her to change it. And she did. And once after 3 months, I spoke to her again, some weeks later, she's a happy person. She's very content, she's learning so much. She asked, when she texted me, she was telling me, I told her, so why are you there? How did you get there? Oh, my parents put her there. Pay clothes, learn this thing. A lot of people, that's how it is, and my parents come to do it. Oh, my friends would do that, that's how I got here. Oh, that's what we do in this country. So I did. See your house, that's it. When I start asking about why you're there, but how did you get there? She's kind of like, wait a minute. I'm really here because I want to, I'm really here because my parents, and people I don't want to be because I'm scared my parents will jump by like a so where you are now, and how you got there, are you actually happy with where you are? You're happy. You're happy. That's good. Everybody else happy? You're happy. Why are you happy? Because of money. If you just know that you're content with where you are, that's what I'm loving here. Other people, they won't tell you that they're content. They're just there because they're there. And that's a question you don't have to answer me right now. You never have to get up and answer the question, but I want to ask you something like if you think in your head. this when you go that way. Now to get out of there, you need to answer, how did I get there? That's what this one is. How did I get here in the first place? You keep going to recovery. Why? How did you end up in this relationship that you have again after that one? And you know that one again. You have the same one again. You have the same one again. It's because most of the time you have stuff away. You know. We're just, emotions that are running high in the air. Everything. So we're not actually sitting up on our questions like, this happened to me last time. I'm back in the same situation again. How did I get here? Is it my habits? Is it the way that I can go about things? Do I need to make some changes in my life? I keep doing the same thing. Like this is famous what I say, if you want something to change, you have to do something different. You can't probably learn to do the same thing that's right to different results. It's not gonna happen. You're thinking, oh no, this not one push, it should not happen. Well, maybe it wasn't. Because then it'll happen again. So this is an important thing to answer how. The how is really important. And then lastly, I want to end with why. And I've been saying the why is throughout the whole thing. Because, and I'll tell you guys a story. The person who made my time important to asking why. Most of you guys listen to me all the time, you know. I have a whole episode of reasons, like the reasons, the thinking behind always asking questions. I have a whole episode of it. You can never ask too many questions. The person who taught me the importance of why was one of my teachers, his name is Mr. James. And it's when I started my fashion academy. I was 17, and I'm taking from 15 to 17. So I took my GCSEs, I went through everything, but my life was different. I didn't care. Because I didn't know biology. That's just what this voice said to me, I said, continue. So I just followed it through. Now, following that through, it made me become very reserved. Because I didn't have support from home that I wanted or I needed. So I was like, if my own family don't be supporting me, it looks to me that this thing is making me really happy because I really enjoy creating. I enjoy art. I enjoy everything to do with creating. If it's fashion stuff, arts, any part of this creative journey I love. And they don't see that. And they don't love me for who I am. Because I'm like, it's gonna really love me and really take me and just show me true support, genuine support. Everything's come from home. You learn from home, you not stick it out. Maybe from home it's it's a catastrophe. How do I move around in the world? So I became very, I just talk to myself all the time. I went to libraries on myself. I didn't even want to have friends. Because my trust issues went out of the roof. I didn't have my trust issues. I didn't trust nobody. I didn't care who you were. I didn't trust anyone. So then what happened was, when I got to college, and I didn't know college before we go through, after secondary school, we go through something called college sixth form. Sixth form is just connected to secondary school. College is like a whole different organized life from 16 to 19 to 18. And then sixth form is like 16 to 18. Yeah. So when I went to college, my teacher realized you do good in class, you really know what you do, but you never really want to be around people. You never really want to answer questions, you just listen to that, you don't have your headphones in. Why? And I was looking at why, just the way it was speaking. I didn't want to be around people. It's why don't you? And then he also what's your story? I was like, what's your story? You don't want to talk about it. That's my story. I was like, no. What's your story? Why are you where you are right now? You know that you that you have right now, you're very reserved, don't talk to anyone. Why are you like that? I was like, I thought my story like my dad. Why did you choose school? Well, I think that's, it's a private academy. Like, a lot of classes built in, And I was like, I don't know, I was just looking like you're around me. Can you just leave me alone? Literally, I was really bothered too. I was laughing out loud, and I was really pissed. Like, you're idiot, what you're doing right now, you're asking that question, like, it's not needed. Why am I asking this question? What are you asking the basic stuff? Go away. Then he pulled me to the side and he was like, your story isn't your name, your age, your number. Go back to the beginning again. You're away from South London, what other things there. Your story is where you grew up, people you grew up with, how they taught you, what they taught you, and how that impacted you. Especially they always say like things that from the age of 1 to 5, whoever you're around the most, whoever you learned, is how you tend to be for the rest of your life. You tend to like pick up that, you tend to like go through life with that for the rest of your life. It shapes you for the rest of your life, really. And he said to me like, well, where you're from, people used to say you raised you, how they raised you to be, what you did at that time, that's your story. That's the core of who you are. Then he said, okay, I'll ask you this question for why you want to be here. You haven't really given me a good answer why you want to be here. Yeah, you might have, everybody has a right answer, so everybody go. That's what it's really complicated. What makes you different? People ask you where you work right now, why you working then? Oh, money. That's not financial service, so after they just took me on, yeah. That's not good enough. I put out, my house is why I feel valid. Like, yeah, like, you told me they're not valid. And if you keep asking questions like that, if you thinking that's okay, you're never gonna have this. That's self-awakening. Everyone wants to be self-awakened. Everyone wants to be enlightened, wants to be everything. Wants me to do that, where did it go, where did it purpose, and all of that shit back that comes with it. He told me like, if you can't answer this question that I'll ask you, there's no way you're gonna get to see me. You're not gonna get somewhere if you doesn't be enlightened. So ask him why everything. Let me say something now. Martin Luther King, I know if you're angry, you don't know Martin Luther King. You used to read more. You used to learn more history about it. Everybody knows that Martin Luther King. He led the civil rights movement. Now, him, you can ask him why he was doing what he was doing. He wasn't doing it because he wanted to break through. Or just because he wanted to be a hero. His reason why was bigger than that. He had reasons why at that time, people never really understood. Like, why are you fighting for so much things? Like, people didn't dream, like, he's a visionary. What he was seeing ahead, like, 20 years ahead, he wasn't seeing that. So his reasons why for doing other things to when we got killed for it was very strong. And if it wasn't strong enough, all of that assassination attempts, all of the insults, all the things he went through, everything about Martin Luther King's story, if you don't, please don't read that. Because very important. Because he had a really strong reason why he was doing everything he was doing. No matter what came at him or who wanted to kill him or what was said to him, because it was racist at that time. There were the most craziest things he said to me that would make you just want to beat somebody up, but he never did. Because his reason was very strong. If your reason why, who you are, what you do, where you are right now, how you get there, wherever you've been right in your life, wherever it is that you want to go, everyone wants to be successful, everybody wants to have all the nice things in life. They ask you why you want all those things, and the rest of your answers are kind of like mine was at that time when I was like 17. A lot of things can break you. And that's when I encourage people to start businesses, and then people do little things, and then they'll tell you, oh, it's going well. So I'm changing. I know I cool, so I changed it. Oh, I didn't, they don't have strong reasons why they start things. People have strong reasons right now, oh, I work at night. Why do you work at night? It's to make good money. And again, I go back to it again. If the money was gone, you woke up tomorrow and said you don't have money anymore. You wouldn't go back, right? You go back to it. So you talk about why you're doing it. Why am I in this room right now? If I can anywhere else, but I'm here. Why am I going to school I'm going to? The friendship group that I'm in, why am I with them? They really support me, make me genuinely happy, they push me to be the best. That's the thing you should be doing. So people's reasons, oh, they're very fun, we go out all the time. Oh, they have social media, like, they really go to social media, so, people are very big by their friends with people. And if you're really for being friends with people, if you're really for being around certain people, or for doing certain things, is very vague. The smallest stuff can happen and embrace you. So you just have a strong reason why. Do you know the things that happen to you? I'm stand up here. I've had this talk since like April. And then in, I think, September or October, maybe 6 years old, like, we talked more about it, blah, blah, blah. The thing happened in the last 2 months, tell me what? Somebody of the people have told you, sorry, cancelled, studying in the UK, I'm coming here, I'm coming to Ghana, because of fear. But because I knew exactly what I wanted out of this talk, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, I knew what I wanted my podcast to, what kind of impact I want to have on people, what I want to do for society and my people, which is this country, Ghana. So the multiple came at me, and I can't tell you guys what came at me because that's how I talked about going here and you guys would be like, so many things that even after now, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just like praying to God that all goes well. But it's because I know the reason why I'm finding out things today that I'm going before. I know why I started my podcast. And I started my podcast because I just wanted the things that I was going through, like those that have this podcast in the first episode, will know like it sounds very much like you're saying like it's kind of like a diary for yourself. Then it's time going to have a podcast. I started it because I just wanted to let out something inside me that didn't go well. I don't know well, but there's something inside me that was wanting to speak. And I started speaking of like recording, like video recording. But I was doing like voice recording instead. And I just felt it in my heart and I let it. And I started trying to release it. I released my first 8 episodes. And I released it because I was like, how I feel like listening to myself after, I feel really, I feel very encouraged, I feel very good. I want everybody to feel that way too. You know, I feel that way when I first listened, I wanted to eventually start feeling that way. So my reason why I started my podcast is very strong. The base of my thing is people. It's not money. I don't make zero from what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 9 months. I haven't made a penny, but I put so much money into it. Money and time. Me and that guy over there. Him over there. We put a lot of money and time into it. And the people that do just put it as well. With their time and money. Even someone that don't live in a long time. People have stuff for a long time. Even to make what's we're doing here right now just happen was a lot. So my reason why I started it, where I want to take it, why I'm doing it in the first place, is people. I just want to change lives, that's what I'm doing. I want to make an impact of God and change people's lives, that's it. If it's one thing I can say to them that makes them believe and be like, that one thing God said today, really like, that's what I'm listening today. Or that one sentence just said, really like, hey, well that episode that I listened to really made me think different. I think I'll start doing this, I think I'll do this more, I think this, that. That's what I want. Because for me, if I change one person, that's a generation. If I change you, and I teach you something today, you're going to go out and teach your kids. You're going to teach your partner. You teach your friends. Your friends pass on to their kids. You're here with quite very young. Yeah? So I've been just seeing that some people want to get married, some people have kids and stuff. When you're learning from our podcast, it's things that you're going to start putting in your life. I want you guys to start just naturally practicing like a daily thing. Like everything I talk about, I'm not talking about just listen to this man. I want you to listen, which so far I think is working. From the message I get, working, people I can take on and really like take everything like a routine, make it into a routine for themselves. If I change you, your daily routine, everything you do changes. You will start doing it, your friends around you will start picking it up hopefully. You pass it on to whoever you're going to get married, be with, whatever. You pass those words on to your kids. The things you're learning, because you want your kids to be better than you. One of the things that maybe you need to learn early on, you want them to learn early on so you help in life. That's a generation change. So for me, it's people. But why do you do what you do? Why do you work the way you work? Why are you here? Why do you have the business you have? The friends you're around. Why? What grade are you planning to do tomorrow? Why do it? That's questions that I really want you guys to answer. Not to me right now, but like to yourself. And when you go home today, ask yourself those questions. Like every day you wake up, ask yourself that first question, ask like, why am I awake today and why do I want to get out of bed? Because people wake up sometimes they don't want to get out of bed. They don't. They really don't wake up, they're like, let's go like, nah. Same wake up, they just want to commit suicide, they don't want to be there. But you woke up today, something you just like keeps you going, you're doing things in your life. That means something bigger than inside of that you might never know that keeps you going. And you need to find out what that thing is. And also all those questions and the journey to figure that thing out, whatever it is that keeps you going every single day, and that's what we're going through right now. We've all gone through problems, trust me, none of our lives here, no one can tell me just going through, you keep your career every day. We all struggle. Some people want to make it, some people they'll take their life and they'll go. But you're here today. We've gone through 2022 all year. So there are a couple days to the year end, but you're still here. You've made it. There's something you're supposed to do that you're done and that God really wants you to do. But you're not better than me, you're not better than anyone. You're not better than anyone. It could be us today and tomorrow. But we're still here. Which is something deep in us that God wants us to do. So you tell us what it is. And that's the hey, you're home. Hey! But yeah, that's what the hey. Oh man, I'm here. But the why is up there, I said the why, the self-awareness, self-awakening, that's the base of it all. Answer some questions. The why, the how, who am I? What do I do? What am I doing today? Why do I go out? All these things. Once you answer those questions, it's answering yourself, you started that journey of being aware. You know what it is, you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing the things you're doing. But that's what people do. You just want to ask them, what is this self-awakening? That's what it is. It's being self-aware. And how to be self-aware is all that we should have put up there for you. One of us should have thrown it to you that I want you guys to answer. But the biggest one is the one I did with why. Ask yourself why. So now, what I want us to go to is the book. Once it comes back up there. Sorry guys. So I want to go into the book. The reason I wrote this book is like I really went deep into it. It's not the mind, it's just the brain. The mind and the brain is two different things like that. That's what things are saying. Your brain is the physical. Your mind is the spiritual. And the metaphysical side of that. So I went into each sector and really broke everything down. So when you're reading it, you get to understand those things. So the physical and the spiritual side as well. And I put things like meditation routine. But after when you see how do I meditate? Because people are also about how do you meditate, how do you manifest, all these different things. How do you come like anxieties and depressions and mental health things that I know a lot of people going through in our generation. Especially in Ghana, like people don't talk about mental health in Ghana. But it's a real thing. People struggle from workplaces to homes to relationships. And I want to sign up to call that in that to help them. Meditation to help them with anxiety, help them with depression. They can just go to this practice on a daily basis.
Okay, I hear you. So my next question is, what about people who don't like to read? Even if they don't like to read, there's no way to pick up the book and read that. There are some other people who like to read.
Yeah.
So what about me? Like, me for instance, I don't like to read.
So, the book has we have physical copies. You can just order on Amazon. Now that Ghana, they don't have the you just change the another books. From my wife, they don't really. But on Amazon, I've got Kindle. And on Kindle, you can do what are people in reading? Voice. Yeah, the voice thing. So if you don't like reading, you can just press that play and she will just read a book to you. So there's no way you can tell me I didn't know how to read. I don't like reading, so I didn't get it. You can get it. Yeah, so you can press play and you can pray to while you fall asleep, okay? You can read to you. Yeah.
My question is, I don't know if anyone has a question, I can come to you with a microphone and you ask your question on questions and I want to tell. Does anyone have a question? You can say your name, then you can ask your question.
I'm a poet. I want to ask, is the soul different from the spirit?
Is the soul different from the spirit? It is, but at the same time it isn't. Let me break it down. So, your spirit is what connects to God. Before you came here in this body, it's when you dream, unless when you have a dream, right? You see somebody in the dream, that's you. That's your spirit. When you're born, like when you're out of this body, like the last day, that's the thing that leaves your body, and it goes back to where we came from. That's your spirit. Now your soul is actually your heart. Other than that, I think your soul is your spirit is different. So your heart is your soul. Your heart is at the center of everything.
You're saying the soul is different from the spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different.
All right, thank you, McCoy. What was the question again? Anyone with a different question?
But I'm smiling, I don't have questions, but I know you will have questions. Don't be shy about your questions.
Don't be shy. Any questions?
Anybody have questions?
I think I saw my hand before. Don't have a question?
Anybody have questions?
So if she asks you questions, you can answer. I'll ask questions. Why are you here today? Why are you here today?
Yeah, why are you here today?
Why are you here today?
Why are you here?
Just one sentence. Why are you here today?
I was not putting my people's faces though. Why
Why
are
are you
you
here
here
today?
today? Yeah, it's something fancy.
You can say anything, like just be honest with yourself. Why are you here today?
Yeah.
You have to speak to the
No, you
microphone.
guys are shy.
Oh, I think she's shy. Someone
Somebody
has a
have a
question in the
question.
back there. I'll get back to you though.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Yeah, when Apostle was speaking, she said something that really touches my heart. She said when she started, like she wanted to do the design or whatever, her parents own her, that they didn't want to accept what she wanted to do. Same thing happened to me. I wanted to be a nurse. At the same time, I wanted to be a soldier. And my parents told me that if I become a soldier, I will even kill all of them in the house. So they didn't allow me to do that. And when I decided to be a nurse too, I bought so many forms. Not that I didn't pass, I passed very well. I had a nurse, one of the nurses in our house. She was renting her house and she promised me she would take me to the nursing school, whatever. Not only that, she needed money from us. So later, I bought a training college form, then I went to a training college school. So I'm now a teacher. So I want to ask Akosia, as he said now as we are all sitting here, we are all growing up. For me, I have 4 kids. I don't know for those sitting. So as you are growing up, and when you start giving birth, your children start schooling, then they decide to do something that you don't like your ward or your child to do. What advice would you give to us as we are all here?
For me, is to ask the child why she want to do it. Kids answer those questions, by the way. The other thing, I have a brother, my brother, he's 9 years old. He doesn't really know what he want to be. He's telling me different things every day. But I ask him why. I want to be an engineer. The next 2 weeks, I want to be a footballer. But I ask him, so why do you want to be an engineer? He's like, I like fixing cars, I want to fix people's cars. They're not telling you what they want to do. And if you ask a question, they'll tell you. It might change as they go up. As they grow up, it will change. It might not stay the same like when they're very young. But always ask them what you want to do. Even if you don't like it, like, hey, this one did me. Ask them why. Don't just shut them down like, no, you're not doing that. Ask them why. Why do you want to do that? And listen to what they'll tell you. Something that kids will tell you, you like, wow, that's really deep. Because that's what kids in general, their minds are way more, they're more free-minded than when you get older, people are more older. So the things that they'll tell you will allow you to know that yeah, even I might not like it right now, I might not really like what I'm hearing, let me let the boy do his thing, or let me let the girl do her thing. Once you hear that, when they tell you like, your whys are not it's very like, hey, why is it wrong? As a rule, your own kind of. Then you start giving them reasons like, okay, like this is going to be a soldier, like, you don't want to be a soldier because you want to kill people, like, I don't know why I want to be a soldier, that's going to be a you want to kill people, like, no, I don't want to kill people. Oh, do you want to just shoot guns? Oh, no, let's shoot guns. So
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That was a nice question.
Yeah, that was great.
I wanted to be a policeman when I was a kid. I ended up being a IT tech. I don't even know why. But today I was thinking about it. Why am I an IT tech? Yeah. I guess I love working on computers, so I'm doing what I love. That's a solid reason, right?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so questions. Okay. Name and yeah, just ask a question.
So in relation to that question, should you have kids and then they are making bad choices, would you guide them or would you make choices for them?
There's something called gentle parenting. Now, gentle parenting is when you find a way to allow the child to be themselves, but you still guide them. Now, and I think in Ghana and African, it's not very clear actually. Most times, the beating that it goes on. Now, if a child tells you something, it is doing something, you okay, I think I'll see the child actually misbehaving. You mean that, yeah. If a child misbehaving, let's say I think my partner start doing things that I think like is disrespectful, or it's like, I'll ask you, but why are you doing that? Why do you think that's okay to do? And I wait for you to answer the question. If you're standing there, we stand there and wait for you to answer the question. Because most of the times, sometimes people do things, they don't really think why they do what they do it. They just do it because they've seen other people, maybe their friends told them to do it, or like they think it's cool. Or they see it on social media.
Do you mean peer pressure?
Huh?
Peer pressure.
Yeah! So I asked them, like, well, why do you think that's okay to do? And why do you think it's okay to do to me? Somebody that you claim you love, you're in a relationship with me. Why would you want to do those things to me? If I did it to you, would you be happy? Ask them. Put a pressure on them, let them feel it. And they'll give you the answer. If it's you that maybe they're learning, sometimes it's you that learn something. And they want you to feel the same thing that they felt when you was doing it. So then they'll do it to you. They won't tell you, but they'll do it to you. So they'll tell you because you do it to me all the time, but you don't listen to me when I tell you, so now I want to do it to you so you can feel it. And then you're like, nah, okay, I didn't realize that, I didn't do that. It's learning. It's a lot of communication.
Yeah. No way, communication.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a question? So what do you
You have a question? She has a question.
What's the question?
She had a question, King.
Oh, Lady Blue. Yeah. She said, could you give us some steps or some things to consider when choosing a partner?
When choosing a partner. Okay.
Some think you should go where you want.
Yeah. I was gonna say like the first thing you should ask is who do you want to be with? What kind of person do you want to be with? So if I know that I want to be somebody who lives in the same country, I don't want a long distance relationship or I should know that. If I know that I want somebody who does this kind of work, like this is the kind of job that they have, I should already know that. If I know that I want somebody who treats me after like a princess, I should know that. So when you're going into a relationship, yeah, I think the best way to answer the question is date with intention. That's what I'm gonna do. They like a guy, they like a girl, yeah. I like her, she's so cute, so pretty, everything's nice. Oh, he's tall, he's handsome. He's nice, all the things are there. But what's that person's intention? It's not about how nice he is to you. Oh, that niceness can go in 6 months. You see the other side of him. But what is the intention? That's really, really important. So the question you should ask the person all the time is why? Trust me, question me. And if you ask the right questions, you know. Before you step into a relationship, you know that person, this one's not right. It's because we don't ask questions. Oh, he's cute, he likes me, he has money, he's nice, yeah, he takes me out. All the things that girls we like, the nice things we like, nah. Yeah, and then we're going along with it. And we're going with it. And 2 months later, it's back to square one. So after the person, if somebody likes me, why do you like me? Oh, you should ask him over there. I didn't send it to him. But he didn't take it easy. Yeah. Same question as that. No, it's different. That is such a power person. So you should ask them, but why do you want to be with me? What's your intentions with me? Where do you want to go? And ask them, but why? Every single answer, ask them why after. The ones that literally, you see that they're kind of stuttering, they're annoyed at you, that's enough, let you go. Someone who really wants to be with you, they won't answer your questions then. And you see like, even them, they'll feel like, oh, that must be really like, there's something in you where you feel that this person, they intelligent people. So ask questions, and freedom questions to you, yeah. And ask them what the intention of the main topics. Yeah. You have a question?
Yeah. Okay, so please tell us the journey to your art school.
You were in my art school?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, from 14, 15, when I put my disease, when I said no, I said yes. It was really, really hard. I started well when 16. Not really because I had to, because I knew my dad had to told him I didn't want to work. He would never force me. But because I want to be really, really independent, I realized that I knew that and I'm really just not support it. And I'm very misunderstood because of who that is. It was really misunderstood. So with that, I went through school working alongside school from 16 all the way to I finished. And when it came to my end of my secondary school, I had the class. They chose me to do a talent drawing. That's actually how I was going to go after today. A really big drawing I had to do for them. And after they presented, the teacher introduced me to them to really well in the class. So my one of my parents would come and everything. My parents in the midst of them. I was the only one there collecting my low certification and my low approvals and everything. So it was really, really hard. It's only from 15 years old to 16 years old. You're thinking like, oh, what's the game? People like and when I went to college, usually when you go to college, your parents have like sign things, do things for you, like be really for the interview stage and everything. My parents weren't there. I had to run through everything by myself. I filled my phones, I was making mistakes, I was going to my teachers, emailing them. I made a mistake, they had like, can you put me another phone? Or they were very annoyed at me, but I had one really, really good that understood the person. And I went through everything by myself. And again, it was very hard and very difficult. Now when I go to uni as well, I have basically do the same thing with me. But uni, you can get into the parent, the principal be there, like every different comes to them. Only me there, I took a train from London all the way to Kent. It's almost 2 hours by myself. I didn't know I could get to Kent. I always know I don't know Kent. I went myself, found the school, went alone, went to my interview, went to my open day, did everything by myself. My friends didn't know I was going to uni. At that point, I was so far out like they don't really care. They didn't misunderstood. They don't think you're thinking, oh, you're going to uni. Oh, wait, go to the undergrad. Okay. I was there for myself. I came back. My parents found out I was going to uni and I was still doing my course. When I got a letter to the house, my name that said that I got something to university, that I really wanted to do it. My first trip was there, I got something to it. My mom opened a letter and then she was like, university is a really big university in the UK, like it's like the top number 1 for credit cards in the UK. And she knows about it, so she was like, since when you was going to uni, why didn't anyone know? And how did we get to university? And I think once that my parents realized that, yeah, she really, really alone. She should really do it. So for me, I did everything alone. I was really dependent. And looking back now, I wouldn't want to go through it again. It wasn't easy. But I learned a lot of things throughout that I think also helped me become who I am now. Yeah, so that's my memory. Yeah.
Okay, so when we were answering the lady who question, well, some of the things you need to consider when you're choosing a partner. I mean, you have to know the extent. You know, people do that. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
So what if, I mean, he said this, and at the end of the day, you go to find out about it. Well, how will you go about it?
As a woman, you always know.
And then,
As a woman, yeah, you always know. You just don't listen. Oh, we know. We all know. We know when. Even men too. Like I don't want to. One thing I think people understand is that I think men don't have situation. I think they just They know too. They know when they go right for them. They know. Some of them will do all the stripping and thing, like they'll do everything out, but they know that I know what's being around. So they're aware. It's not women we really know. What one is lying to you? You ask them questions and they're right. Or you ask them questions, you ask your questions good. But if you really stay in the person, you can tell that something isn't right.
See, at the beginning, because of the battle.
Yeah, because you're so give me money, take me everywhere, food, you always talk about it, like,
Your
yeah.
mind,
Yeah. Your mind is there.
you find out that this person who, what I'm trying to say is that if you make me someone for the first time, because of the butterfly and how it's
Yeah.
I mean, you will be self-conscious. But time goes on, this is not. Sometimes you was real, the way she was real, but you kind of like, she has seen, well, wow.
You know-
How do you go?
Do you know the thing with that toy, you know? Most of the things that later on you realize they don't like, they was doing it in the beginning. You just ignored it. Because again, you're so butterflies will come every day. And they'll show you all the good, so you know, you always go, oh, they will be better, like, I think, yes, that is, you know, always see your money, you know what guy like, I'm just like, oh, but trust and believe me, the things that you somehow now don't like about your partner, they were doing it in the beginning. They might have been doing it to the full brain like they're doing it now, but they will show you little things. You know, you see the way they speak to other people. Don't say, like, even you go out there, you see the way they speak to some people that, it's not how you speak to people. When they think, oh, it's not how you change, or I'll tell you to do better. And they tell them, I'm speaking to you like that, you don't like it. But then when you're speaking to somebody else like that is a waitress, because you know, oh, you is a waitress, it's not really important. We say, no, but ODL is not a problem. They were doing it to their friend. You see the way they was treating his friend, or treating her friend. She was talking bad about his friend, and they thought it's normal. Now, you see that they're doing it to you, or you see certain traits in them that's like, you don't like it, trust me, they'll do it in the beginning. If they wasn't doing it to you, they'll do it to somebody around that you saw, but you just didn't, you just ignored it, because you thought it could never happen to me, they're not gonna treat me like that. They will. So when you see something, so I always, for me, when you're in a relationship in general, you want to go out with somebody, for me, I'm looking at how you treat me. I'm looking at how you treat me. You always treat me nice because you want me. So you always do me good. You always buy everything I want. You always do everything cute. You always be polite to me because I don't know what you really want. But how do you treat the person that you don't want? The person you don't even think is your driver. You've got drivers everywhere that's a bit late. How are you speaking to them? Yeah, they're late, but how are you speaking to them? Are you shouting at them, passing them out, disrespecting them because you think, oh, this is the driver? When you talk about your friends, how do you talk about your friends? You just talk about your friends and I see you next tomorrow you're also going to but you're speaking really bad about it. How do you speak about you? How do you tell me your story? All that things, yeah, how do you say about very close to their moms, and that's some girls very close to their moms and dads. How is all the things there? Because it will have an effect on you. It might not have an effect on you when you first start, but in the ending, you will see like, when he was doing to his friends, when he was doing to that guy over there, he put his hands on you, but when he was almost about to come to fight the waitress that didn't break that broke the wrong order, you thought it was cute. He's fighting for me. Now he wants to fight you. You thought it was cute. Nah. If somebody's willing to put their hands on somebody they don't know outside because of something that is so small, like they got something wrong, the wrong thing, or they came late, so they were ready to like fight and do all the things. That person really has some anger issues. And it's because he hasn't turned to you, and that's why you think it's okay. And you think it's good. Or you fight for him, or she fights for him. When it turns to you, the way she slap you, you'll be like, wow. The way she will shout at you, the way she will scream at you, you'll be like, I never thought he could do that to me. I never thought she could do that to me. Yeah, they can. They just haven't turned to you. So all the things there, in the beginning, it's there. You just know being self-aware. You don't being aware, you just that's the problem. So in the beginning, how the person treats you, what they treat the people around them, take that in. But that's how they'll treat you. How they speak about people. Some people respect people. Oh, I'm like, if that doesn't go their way, they don't care, they don't want to say anything. And I will be their way. When you tell them something later on, you guys have a conversation, and you have a different idea. And from theirs. And then they start disrespecting you, they're not listening to you, you're not, thinking, you just want to go over there, they just like, oh, but God said, or they're doing like, we plan on doing that, and I send it to you. So other things, they didn't listen to them, like, pick up on them. So if you can even have the person change now, yeah, you're not realizing, you can talk to them right there. And then when you talk to them, like, start looking at them, are they taking it up? Then you talk to them, I'll change you. Don't try to change them. Oh God, especially girls. They think they can change everybody. Oh, I'll change you, he's a bad boy, but I'll make him good, he will love me. I'll be the one to calm him down when he wants to fight everybody. Nah. You can't change anybody who doesn't want to change. So in the beginning, anything you see, the way he's treating people, the way he's treating people, you don't like it, tell him, tell her. If you see things are not changing that, make sure you start figuring out your way out of it. Don't stick in there thinking things are changing for me. They're not going to change for you. They'll change for themselves. If they're not willing to do the beginning for themselves, they're going to do it. That's the reality. Sometimes you just don't want to hear it, but that's the reality.
I guess that answers your question. So long story short, she said, do not ignore red flags. Okay, that's what I said. If you got it right. Don't ignore red flags. Question.
Hi. I'm Joseph. I want to answer one question. It's my first question is, along your journey, did you ever had a thought of regret for giving up? If yes, why? And if not, why?
Giving up, I think, throughout my, just in life in general, my school stuff, everything. For me, I never gave up. Through my school, I didn't have any support. I never gave up.
I mean, did you ever had a thought?
No.
Why?
Because for me, okay, so when I was about 17, 16, when I started working, I started, obviously, after my parents come to work, I'm not going to work. I just want to go to the library with my fire. So when I was summer fire, like for me, the reason I'm reading a book, I like books. The place I got quiet for me that was like really nice, and I knew myself, and I felt really good was like this bookstore that was like in central London, and it's called Waterstone. And at the bottom of it, I have a book cafe, and more books there, there's like really good and there's see. So I'll go there myself and I just sit there. So from that age, I started realizing like the things that I was doing was making me really happy. Even though no one was supporting me, nobody was really understanding me and stuff like that.
And you know the thing?
Pardon?
And you know the thing?
Well, the thing that made
Yeah.
that's for me, I'm saying, I'll call it the instinct, I'll call it your spirit, I'll call it, there's different ways you can say, but I'll say instinct and spirit. And I can never tell you what yours is, but you have to know. And you do know, you just don't listen to it. Most of us, we do know. That thing that instead of us speaking to us, that's right there, we get this feeling, like, we shouldn't go here today, but we still go remember that thing, we're like, oh, I thought this thing. It's that thing that people tell. Yeah, that thing that tells you, actually, I shouldn't go to this business, I should step out of it. What's the one thing I'm bad at see? I was that's what I'm talking about. So for me, there was always something inside of me that, and I think for me, what I was really good at for a very young age, that a lot of people I think don't have it, is that I was very good at just listening to myself. I was very good at like, I don't know what it is. I'm not really saying, oh, this is what it is or this happened, but that one I don't know. I'm yet to find out. And I really want to find out. But there's always this part of me that I'll hear voices in my head, like a voice in my head that will tell me, no, do this. And I'll just follow it, like I won't question. Because for me, I feel like this is myself telling me. And every single time I did it, I was really happy and really content and really good. So I just kept following it. Even when everybody else wasn't happy with other things that I did, it made people not happy. My life, my parents. And other people was around me too, like families and stuff like that. But they never really understood why. Every time I followed it, I was good. I was happy. So even if I was going to lose everyone around me, but I was really happy, true happiness, and really happy, I was willing to lose everybody. The plenty of people in my life, if you're going to still my happiness and everything, and peace of mind. So that's how I would say it to me. That's why I didn't have any regret, because every time I followed that thing, it made me good. And you had another question, didn't you? I think you had another question. Yeah.
I want to know, in what stage did you got to know who you are in your life partner? About you?
I say like, just who I am in general? Like who I am as a person, like what I'm here to do this time, or
No.
what?
About when you started the journey of your group,
Mm-hmm.
at what stage did you get to know who you are in your battle?
I would say 19. Not 19. I think, yeah, not 19. Because that was after my first year of uni. Now, my first year of uni, that's when I got to really know who I am. My first year of uni, again, like I said, I was working outside going to school. So it was really, really hard. And when I started, my school I went was away from home. And already I didn't really have a lot of friends back home anyway because I was living myself, very reserved. But I had one friend that I went to the same college with, that came to uni with me. So I was with her. Now, when I was the first 4 months into that's my first semester, my first 4 months into it, my course was my first course I did was a fashion and tailoring course. It was really a difficult course. One of the most difficult courses when it comes to the creative industry. That's what the way you know how to like make tailored suits and dresses that are very precise. So it's really, really hard. Now, when it got really, really difficult, I got to I was losing weight. I was eating, I was going to like school at 8 o'clock and I leave at 8 o'clock. And I would forget it because I just wanted everything. I wanted like, make sure my work was perfect and everything. And I remember my mom called me. I think my sister told her like I was really struggling. And she called me and she was like, you don't have to struggle, you can just leave the pool, you can come home, you can do something else, you can go and take something, and I'm telling you, the way she said it sounds so sweet. It sounded so good. And I was like, I can really do that, just change right now. And it's like, I'm still very, I feel like I'm 50 and I'm worried about what I'm going to be. But in that moment, I literally looked at it like, if I go back now, everything I've worked on, everything I stood for, and for me in my household, I stood for the misunderstood, but I don't care what anyone thinks about me, because who I want. If I left the school and I went back home and I decided to change my course and do something completely different, I've completely lost who I am. And I'm doing everything that I'm not doing anything I want to do, anything my parents want me to do. And the people that are very close to my heart, that I would say, they also helped me to at some point and battle with my siblings. For me, I'm the oldest of four. So one of the things I was going to, I don't have no other siblings to run to, no other cousins that understood me that I can go to. It was just me and myself. Now my siblings on the other side, I didn't want them to grow up and go through the same thing I went through. So even though at some point I could have just like gone out of the way and made my life a little easier, I always remember them. And I remember that, yeah, I believe it's a bigger reason. So that's when I was really able to understand, like, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. What I'm doing and even this course that I'm choosing this path, it's not about me. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it was like, it's not even about me, it's for them. Because now, my little brother, he's now wants to be a graphic designer. My sister wants to go into media. And my little brother, he's very creative, he doesn't even know what he wants to do yet. And trust me, believe me, if I went the way of what my parents wanted me to do, they wouldn't be doing what they do now. At all. They would have had to go through the same way that everybody else in the family went through, the doctors and lawyers and all that stuff. So for me, it was me realizing like, even me choosing the path that I decided to go through and sticking to even through the hard time was like, it wasn't even about me. It was like people who are going to come after me. Now I look at my family that are younger than me, and they're doing things that when I said I wanted to do, everybody was like, all my aunties were out my neck. But now I'm able to do it. So through my journey, that's the combo that I had that made me really realize who I am and what I want to do and why it's important to me. Or else it wasn't just about me, it was like mom. And I've been able to make that change. Like now my dad speaks to me now and he's like, yeah, you really love it. I love it, I love it. And my siblings now, they have a way more sweeter. When I tell my parents, my brother told my friend that she wants to be a graphic designer, nobody could say anything. So I've done it, I've made success, that's why. So nobody could say anything to me that, oh, you know, that's still not done it yet. I'm just saying about it in the family, she's done it well. So the battle moment, me finding myself and me realizing like all these things was realizing the bigger picture, which wasn't about my siblings as well. The people that are come on. Does that answer your question? Yeah?
I'll come to you.
I'm Davina. Don't you think it's possible that your parents could actually know what's best for you, especially in the case where you haven't matured mentally enough to study yourself and know who you are. And there's a time frame for everything, especially if you're a female. And so, my mother in this case, she knows all of us. Okay, she has an idea of what we've always wanted, how we talk, and she feels like she knows what we are supposed to do in future. And so, not knowing yourself and not knowing what exactly you want yet, it is safe to go with her option. And how would you manage yourself in such a situation?
That's a question, yeah. Your parents can definitely be some most time back with you. Like the way you said to me, is it possible your parents actually work with? Yeah, they can, they're your parents. And they have their life available, they do have. So there's certain things that they'll tell you that, yeah, they are 100% right. And you will go and find out that they're right. You be like, don't worry, this is. But when it comes to what you want to do in life, career-wise, where you want to live, how you want to live your life and things like that, definitely listen. Because for me, it's not like my dad told me that I couldn't do crazy, I just tried it out completely. In the beginning, I didn't thought I was like, wow. Because me, I was soft stuff for my dad. I really love my dad. I never told him that I love him. I was soft stuff for him. So when he told me, I was like, but my dad isn't happy, he's giving back to me, and he knows better than me, this, that. Maybe I should just do this school. And I'm really good at science. I was like, maybe I should just change my maybe this, that. But then it was my teacher that usually told me, but can you see yourself being a doctor for the rest of your life? You know what doctors go through, right? She told me, if you don't know, go and watch videos on YouTube. The lives of doctors. What did they do? The places, how they have to be, the characters they have to be. Everything, the hours and the work. Watch all of that. This is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So when your parents tell you something like, it sounds like, yeah, I want to listen to my parents. Ask yourself, can you do that for the rest of your life? And if the answer is yes, that's great. It's a win-win. You feel like your parents want, you feel like what you want. My biggest thing is for you to do what you want. If what your parents want for you is what you want, that's beautiful. It makes your life more simple. It's not like mine that was just struggling. It makes it really simple because you do exactly what they want you to do, and you already do what you also want you to what you want to do. My sister, she's back after me. She wants to go into media and then dive into woman. And that wasn't to be a woman. But she wants to go into media and then dive into like being like a lawyer within the media industry. And I lost it, and I lost her. She's a favorite. She lost it too. I'm so happy for her to go through what I went through. But if let's say she told you, she said like, yeah, I just want people that don't want to dive into more, and she knew that that's what she wanted to do, like just the media stuff, she has to follow that. Because they don't know what's best for you, but is that what you know is best for you? That's the question. Yeah. Did I answer that question? Yeah. Any other questions?
I just want to add something. Today's conversation, I think, is centered on purpose.
Yeah.
If you have purpose, you know where you are going, who you are, and you get it, who you associate yourself with, and who else. Mami Bia, said, who said the back, everywhere, you get it. One person, who said the back, I say. So sometimes they want the best part of us. Yes or no, we have our purpose, and we have to stay to it. That's what I'm
That's literally, you said it all right, man. You said it. That's the simplest way. Every parent wants them to child to do. No parent. I'm yet to be a parent who wants their child to do that. I haven't seen that yet. Maybe they have it, but I haven't seen them yet. Every parent wants their children to do better than them. The reason why they push us so much is most of the time because they want us to, wherever they are right now, whether it's good or bad, they want us to play better than them. And for them, it's like a bragging thing. Oh, my God, yay. It makes them happy and just proud inside. But if you don't know who you are, that's why I had all the things at the in the beginning. If you don't know who you are, you don't know what you're doing, why you're doing it, all them kind of things, and you're just going along with what your parents are saying, what everyone else is saying, you lose the plot. Because you're living your life just for everybody else around you. You're not living your purpose. And purpose is so important. Like, there's this peace that comes with when you know you're doing something you're supposed to do. When you know you're being a doctor, and you know that's what you're supposed to do, you just do so much peace. How many of us also listen to them say they're happy, they're good? I know people who are doctors and they're happy. They love it. And also people who are doctors that they don't love it, they want to change. Other people who are into media, they listen to media and they have so much love because they're so into what they're supposed to do. And they won't change it for the world. If you give them kind of money, they're still going to be the same place. And other people who also, you can give them money to get all their hours. Because that's not really their purpose. So once you find your purpose, there's this thing, like this sense of peace. You wake up every single day knowing what you're going to do, knowing how to move, knowing where you're going, and you're just following the blessing. So it's really important to ask yourself those questions that are up there. To find out before you're supposed to be on the way. And trust me, when you're going through it, if your friends don't agree with you, but you know that's what I'm supposed to do. Like for me, if you're parenting, I knew that's what I was supposed to do. At the end, when you've done it well, just make sure you do it well. Don't embarrass yourself. For me, it was my thing of, I wasn't even doing it for everybody else. I just wanted to make sure I didn't embarrass myself. Everybody was against me, everybody thought, nah. At some point, people thought I was going to go out one day, I want to come back and say, oh, my parents were right. I didn't. I actually did very well. And once you do it, you come and tell them that I'm doing this, I'm working on this project, I'm designing for this company, I'm doing this, trust me, they make me so happy. I'm the one that I've got a job here, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I've had people telling me this. He was happy. He told me like, see, you're not gonna be a long time. See, you're still not gonna think about me all the time. So I thought I was like, no. And he asked me questions. You realize he's like, so how much are you making? Parents are clever about money, they don't want you to come back struggling to them. They want you to be good in life. And they realize that, nah, my child is good, trust me, they're gonna be happy for you. All of the things maybe they said to you before, all of the things that happened before, they're gonna forget about it. And then you're gonna want to support you more. But they're not good. So no matter what it is, even if parents support, they don't support, you just make sure you do it well. And you make yourself proud. Because when you do that, trust me, at the end, they're gonna be happy. Or everyone can be happy in the house. Because at the end of the day, you made them proud no matter what it is. Yeah. You have a question? Somebody has a question.
Go first.
Did you hire a team to work with, or
Pardon?
did you hire a team to work with, or you work with your own?
Hire a team.
Yeah.
A team to work with what second? My book. Yeah. So, because I'm a designer myself, I design all of my artwork. All of this things you see, not this one, but the other stuff, like the ones also, but like this right here, all of that I design myself. My logos, everything to me, my podcast is all designed by me. When I got to my book, I had to go through some self-development. Because because I went through that stage of my life of doing everything alone all the time, being alone, I became very hyper independent. Where everything began, no makes me out your mind here. Oh, it's just me. And that is not a good thing to be. It's not good. Even though it might sound nice to say, well, I'm hyper independent, it's not good. So I had to really sit there and be like, I just asked myself that question. I was like, oh, why couldn't you design your book yourself? Like, you can't do this to do it. And I had all this on me already at that time that I was doing it. And I was like, well, why don't I design it myself? I know I can do it, but why? And I started realizing like, because I'm scared someone else will do it for me and then they'll mess it up. And I'm scared somebody else will do it for me and I won't be happy. Because I'm a perfectionist. Like, when I'm doing something, I want to like perfect. Like, I have a very precise way of doing things. So when I realized like, what's the other thing to do, right? I realized that's all excuses I was doing to myself, just so I can do myself. So I can just, and I realized that's not growth. So what I did was, I hired somebody to actually design that work for me. And the beginning was quite scary, but this person doesn't do right. I'll be so annoyed because it's a lot of stress designing. And if you really get what's done for you, and they don't see your vision, it's very stressful. So what I did is I got them to design that cover and everything for me, and they did it very good. I told them my vision, and they for me now, they also creative as well. So they understand the whole thing of like having a vision and bringing it to life. So I told them why I want to write a book, what a book is about, what it's also for me and everything. And this is the first thing they created, and I loved it. And I realized at that moment, like, yeah, if you decided to do it yourself, you could have. But now you've got someone else to do it for you. You're going past your whole thing of being hyper independent and thinking you do everything yourself. And now you want to got somebody else to add it to your team. And you can't trust. And I can trust you to do everything. He's really good at what he does. Yeah. So I hired a team to do the book. The rights and everything was all done by me. I started writing. the right, like making it more, like editing and everything, like all this sort of stuff. And then by October, I was done with everything. So the writing, everything, the layout, all of that was done by me. And then the cover was done by somebody else. But I definitely do have it. I'll definitely have it around me now. It's definitely not me. All you're seeing here, everything on this, you can't do it. You can't. You need people around you. And lucky for me, it's a blessing that happens to this school. Really. And we are happy on they'll do everything to make sure that, yeah, bring your vision to life. And it's really, and one thing I think is, I want to say as well, that is, a lot of the time, like, especially like in what they're doing now, everybody wants to be a real. Everyone wants to be their own thing. Everyone wants to, say, and I did it myself. Oh, it was all me. I did it all alone. I'm, happy that I did it, I did everything alone. I'm good. I don't even know, but I don't even know one. I don't even know friends. I don't even, And it's nice. It sounds very nice. It makes you look very but it's not the way to be nice. You're not gonna get anywhere with that. You're only gonna get from here to there. But if you wanna go really far and really big things, you need people. And when I say that, I don't mean like 20,000 people around you. No. You need just 3 to 4 people that you have, that you know you can trust, who have your best interest at heart, who understand what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go. Have them around you. You need that. When I started, when I started my podcast, I was like 2018, I was just me, I was just holding my phone. That was it. I did like 6 episodes, and then I stopped because school was really hectic. Then this year, early this year, even half time my podcast again, I have this whole time. Our stories to tell. I remember one day, you guys were like, oh wow. Our stories for days. How do you go about to start it again? There's even a whole thing on its own. And when I started again, my boyfriend, he didn't know I had a podcast from 2018. So I called him and I said, I have a podcast in my head. I also have a club shower. And I sent it all to him, he's like, you have this, you can do this? I was like, yeah. And if you don't know, I should go back to something telling me to go back to my podcast, love the podcast. And he was like, you're doing it. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. He's like, yeah, no, I'm serious, like, you're really doing it. I was like, okay. And then I started alone, did everything, did all that stuff, and he should just be like my partner through it all. And everything you're seeing here, he's been like a really big part of it. And trust me, if I was really alone by myself, I probably wouldn't be here when I'm speaking to you guys. But it's because I have someone like him and other people who are also I met through him who I've been able to help. And the person who's an MC today, I didn't just meet him by chance. He's here supporting through him. I've met other people in here who have been a big support, who are all now part of this. I call them the part of the team and the family. So you need a team. You don't have to, it's not about you having a business. If you're someone who just want to work as well, but you don't think about having a business or having, if you do something like podcast, maybe creating something, you just do a regular job, like you're a person, your own thing. You go into your 9 to 5 rest of the day. Just make sure you have people around you who support you, who will push you to be the best version of yourself, who will not let you stay in one place that they know is not good for you, but they know you need them because it's where the things that they have, but they always push you to go ahead. And just there to support you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Spiritually is important. Oh, the spiritual side is very important. Don't play with that part. Have people who really are your corner spiritually. They will pray for you. They will stand to pray with you. They will give you all the word of encouragement. They will really give you God's words to keep you going, because you need that. Yeah. So I hope that answered this question. Yeah. And yeah.
Bishop Divine. What I'd like to add to what you have said is that there is nothing new under the heavens, and you don't need to reinvent the wheel when it's already invented. So like adding to what you just said, you need to open up to learn from other people's experiences, because you don't live in Ireland. And you are not the embodiment of knowledge, wisdom, and everything. So you open up for those who have been where you want to be, to guide you. Guidance is important. So you must be willing to learn. You you never stop learning. So you can avoid making the mistakes that those who have gone before you made. Wisdom will help you to preserve you and to get you to where you want to go. And so it's important that getting to know yourself is good, but it's not finality. Because in this world, there are factors that, whether you like it or not, affect your life. Economically, financially, spiritually, a lot of things can affect you. And so after you have decided that this is how I want to live my life, this is what I want to do, then you ask yourself, can this sustain me? Can this make me self-sufficient? Can this help me to be able to live a fruitful life? Because out there in the world, two things that I have seen, which are very important, that anybody who wants to make it big time should know, is number one, you must have a product that you are going to sell. Number two, you must have a service to render that can earn you money. If you don't have a product, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you have got to know about yourself. Living here on earth becomes a reality. You are financially bankrupt. It doesn't matter who you are and what you have attained in life. Solomon said, money answered all things. And he said, money is a defense. So there are a lot of things you can do that can bring you fulfillment, but must be directed and harnessed to empower you economically, to empower you financially, so that you can be relevant, so that people can listen to you. Because you have made it, you have gotten to somewhere. And so discover yourself. It's important. But to be able to survive here on earth, you must be empowered financially. Have a product, have a service. These two would empower you financially. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian. That was deep. Any questions about to who are you dating? I didn't have a question. The question was too long, I forgot about it.
Like, we are not there yet. They make you feel like we are not part of us. Is it everything? I don't know. Is it everything? Is marriage a relationship? Is it everything? No, it's not. Marriage is not everything. Anybody can disagree with me, okay? I'm not, I want everyone to agree with me. We are allowed to have disagreements and agreements. Marriage is not everything. Having a boyfriend and girlfriend by force is not everything. Not everybody either is, going to be lucky and find the love of their life at birth age and get married and have their kids. Like, how society tells us, oh, as a woman, by 29, 28, 30, you should be married. By 35, you have been having 2, 1, 2 kids. There's things like that. Nah. Some people don't get married at all. They're very happy. Like they're good. They're not. Like they're really good. And so even to they're getting married, but they realize that if that's their will to marry. A lot of people happy when they're married 1, 5, and they do well. Maybe they start by themselves. Then for 2 days, in a relationship with their life. They have this sense of peace that comes to being by themselves. They don't get near other people, like relationship. And excuse me, but my peace of mind is better with emotional than anything else. If I don't I'm just walking on like an airhead, like, but every day my head's like hot. So if you're not married by the ages that society puts on you, if you don't have a relationship by the time that society kind of puts on you, like this time you should be having a serious girlfriend, a serious boyfriend, you don't have it, that's 100%. I think in Ghana community, they look at that as more. And again, these are things that we have to learn, accept that. Everybody can't be perfect and act perfect like that. Society has to pray that it's perfect. By 30, be married, have one child, perfect husband, live in this house, and this. Nah, everyone can't be like that. And one thing I realized, like, in my generation, especially girls like the young women, when I speak to a lot of girls my age, they say this all the time, is that everybody, like, wants to find a love of their life they don't need. At 19, they want to be in this relationship that they're going to get married tomorrow and have kids and everything. And because everybody wants to be like that, nothing is ever good for them. Even if they're like, okay, and like, they're good, they just really focus on school, maybe like focus on themselves, like establish yourself as a person. Do what you have to do, finish your school, finish your business, what things you want to do in life, focus your mind on it, do it, and just wait for God to bring you that person that He has for you when is the right time. Because they don't think about that. They think about, oh my friend has a boyfriend, he's always buying her things. My friend has this girl, he's always doing this for him. Like, I have to, why am I also not in that relationship by the time I'm 25, by the time I'm 18, by the time I'm this age? Don't put no timeline on yourself as a woman or as a man. Don't do that. All that does is just put this pressure on you. I know women have this thing, the biological clock that 10, 8, you can't have children. But I have seen people at 55 have kids. I know everybody can't be like that either. But if you really inside, you do not want to, might not want to have kids. Some people don't. They don't really have this big reason why, they have to have this big reason. They just feel like they don't have kids. It's okay. It's not by force. Some people too, they don't want to get married. That's for them, like, they just don't want to. They can't even get married today, they'll break another person tomorrow. You can force them today, they'll do it, but tomorrow they'll be a divorce school. So whatever you want to do that makes you feel at peace, if that is getting married, if that is being in a relationship, if that is not, if that is having kids, that's not having kids, just make sure that you're living a life that puts you at peace. That when you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm fine. Like, I'm happy. Don't do things because society is telling you to, because your parents are telling you to. Your parents, listen, they just want the best for you. They think that's the best for you. And sometimes it might not be. It might be, but maybe even at maybe once you get married at 26, 27. And it might sound really good, but you know at that time, it's not the right one for you. Maybe the person you're with now, you look at your head like, I'm not going to marry you. You're treating me. You're not going anywhere. Next 2 weeks, when I'm not going to be together, but because of this pressure, so they're calling you. 26, you're going to get married. And then by 30, you're divorced. You know how generation there's so much divorce in our generation. I'm sure all of you guys know. It's high, very high. Because everything is run by social media. Everything is run by what everyone else sees, what everyone is doing, what society is telling them. Scrap that. Me, I'm the kind of person I really believe in, like, listening to yourself. I really believe in questioning yourself, asking yourself why. If the reason that you have is makes you happy and puts you at peace at night, and makes you sleep good at night, do it. But if you know, if you want to yourself, you're not gonna lie to yourself, I am happy, but you know if you say that. You're not lying to anybody, if you just know something when you're at night time. So make sure whatever you decide to do, that you are happy. You are happy. I feel like that's the key in life, like, and I think everybody wants that. You don't want that, like, just truly happy, truly at peace. And a lot of people don't even have that. If you have the most peace, they don't know what peace is. They don't know what happiness is. They think happiness is having money in their account and going to work every day and having. And then some people too, that might be a happiness for them. A lot of people, they don't really know what you're because they never really experienced it. They don't even know where to go to get it. And it starts with you literally doing the things that you want to do. Before you think about everybody else, what everyone wants to think about, and what everyone else is going to say, think about how you will feel. Now, if you know you're good, trust me, in due time, the people around you that need to understand you, that need to be in your life, they will know that you're good. Anybody in your life who is fighting you, even though you know you are eating, they're fighting you every day. I'm like, why are you fighting me when you know that I'm good? If you're my friend, you're going out, you're not my friend, because why are you fighting me so much to do something you know I'm going to do that? Right now, I'm good at that. I'm okay. Why do you want to go there? I'm saying I don't want to go there because I don't know how to do that. Every day, you're forcing me to go there. At least let me be. If they thought I want to do it, I'll go and do it. And that goes to the parents as well, same thing. So I feel like marriage is not my most, relationship is not my most. You ask me why I love, be happy. All that matters is that you're happy. You're content. And trust me, the thing with love and everything, it's not outside, it's within you. And a lot of people, they naturally admiration, that self-love, they love who they are, trusting who they are, knowing who they are. They don't have to, how God makes it go. So many people don't know. If you are like, they're not happy. So how do you expect somebody else to come out and kind of make you happy? When you yourself, you don't make yourself happy. When you look at the mirror, you're like, I don't like myself. I'm not happy. But you're supposed to come outside and kind of make you happy. When you yourself, you're not happy. That doesn't make any sense. So when he's doing something small, she's doing something small, you're pissed. Because, and it's not even be their fault. It's you that needs to figure something out within you. So you yourself first, make sure that you're good. Focus on you. Focus wherever you're around now in life. Focus on what you want to get to. Work your way there. You work with business. Focus on that. And trust and believe that, pray that whoever God has in store for you to come into life, and God has said the person to come into life and help you and be your partner, that God brings that person at the time that He wants to bring the person. Not when you want him to either, because that's when the whole rushing comes in.